Welcome to AJ Akshar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss motion in a plane, equation for trajectory of a horizontal projectile. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. First one. Horizontal projection from the top of a tower. This is the diagram for this horizontal projectile, x and y axis. This is the height of this projectile and this is the r, nothing but range. Now we will discuss in detailed. Equation for path, that is a trajectory. Let us consider a body projected horizontally with a velocity u from the top of a building at height h. The body travels in both horizontal and vertical directions simultaneously and reaches the ground. Because of no horizontal acceleration, the horizontal velocity remains constant throughout the motion. Now, hence after time t, the velocity in horizontal direction will be Vx is equals to u. So, the initial vertical velocity at the time of projection is 0. So, that is uy is equals to 0. So, there is an acceleration g along the negative y direction. The vertical component of the velocity goes on increasing. Now let us the body be at point P after time t. X and y are the horizontal and vertical displacement after time t. So along horizontal direction, x is equals to u into t. Displacement is equals to velocity into time. So from this t is equals to x by u. This came written as t is equal to x by u. So that is considered this as equation number 1. Along vertical direction, initial velocity u is equals to 0, acceleration a is equals to z and displacement s is equals to y. So time taken t. And from s is equals to ut plus half a t square, y is equals to half gt square. Why? Because here u is equals to 0. So the equation becomes y is equals to half gt square. Consider this as equation number 2. Now substituting equation 1 in equation 2, we get y is equals to half g. In the place of t, we are writing x by u from equation 1. So y is equals to half g into x by u whole square. Y is equal to half g x square by u square. So this can be written as g by 2 u square into x square. So let g by 2 u square is equals to k. Now therefore y is equal to kx square. This is an equation representing a parabola. Hence the trajectory is a parabola. Time of descent. The time taken by the body to reach the ground from its maximum height is called its time of descent. So time of descent nothing but time taken by the body to reach the ground from its maximum height is called its time of descent. Along vertical direction, initial velocity uy is equals to 0, acceleration ay is equals to g and displacement s is equals to h. Time taken t is equals to td. Time of descent we are taking t suffix d. So now from s is equal to ut plus half a t square, h is equals to, here in the place of u we are adding 0. So h is equals to half g t d square. Therefore td is equals to, taking cross multiplication, 2 into h by g, td square is equals to 2h by g. So td is equals to, square is going that side, become under root. So td is equals to, time of descent is equals to square root of 2h by g. Range. The maximum horizontal distance travelled by the body while it touches the ground is called range. So range nothing but maximum horizontal distance travelled by the body while it touches the ground is called range. It is denoted by letter capital R. As the horizontal velocity is constant, range R is equals to horizontal velocity into time of descent. So therefore u into Td, u into Td nothing but root of 2h by g. So therefore R is equals to u root 2h by g. Now velocity of the projectile at any time t. Here we are calculating the velocity of the projectile at any time t. So let the body be at point P after time t. Let Vx and Vx and Vy be the velocities along x and y directions. This is Vx and this is Vy. Velocities along x and y directions. So the horizontal velocity remains constant throughout the motion, hence Vx is equals to u. The vertical velocity, so here along the y-axis, the velocity along y-axis is Vy is equals to uy plus gt. So but uy is equals to 0. So therefore Vy is equals to, we are getting g into t. Now the magnitude of the velocity v is equals to square root of vx square plus vy square. So that is equals to, now substituting u square plus g square into t square. If the velocity vector v bar makes an angle alpha with the horizontal, then the tan alpha is equals to v by vx, that is equals to gt by u, or alpha is equals to tan inverse of gt by u. So first we will discuss application 1. A body is projected horizontally from the top of a tower. The line joining the point of projection and the striking point make an angle of 45 degrees with the ground. So then h is equals to r. So here a body is projected horizontally from the top of a tower. The line joining the point of projection and striking point make an angle 45 degrees with the ground. So then h is equals to r. Okay. So height is equals to maximum horizontal distance. Okay. Next, half gt square is equals to u into t. Now t is equals to, from this equation written as 2u by g. So now second application. A body is projected horizontally from the top of a tower. The line joining the point of projection and the striking point making an angle 45 with the ground, then the displacement, that is equals to root 2 into h, or we can written as root 2 into r. So from the figure we can written as tan 45 is equals to 1, that is equals to h by r. So therefore tan 45 nothing but 1. So 1 is equal to h by r. So h is equals to r. Okay. Next. Therefore displacement AC is equals to, from the figure, root of AB square plus BC square. So root of h square plus h square, that is root 2 into hr root 2 into r, because h is equals to r. So now I'll discuss one problem. A particle is projected horizontally with the speed u from the top of a inclined plane at an angle theta with the horizontal. How far from the point of projection will the particle strike the plane? Here u from the top of a inclined plane. Now I will discuss. R is equals to root of x square plus y square. So y by x is equals to tan theta. Now see this figure, particle A is projected horizontally with the speed u from the top of a tower, incline at angle theta with the horizontal. So now we have to calculate the distance, how far from the point of projection will the particle strike the plane. So square root of x square plus y nothing but x tan theta. So x root of 1 plus tan square theta. We are taking x as a here outside. So x square plus x square tan square theta. So getting x also it becomes x. X root of 1 plus tan square theta. So 1 plus tan square theta sec theta. So that is equals to x secant theta. Maximum horizontal distance r is equals to x sec theta. So x is equal to ut, y is equal to half gt square. Y by x is equals to half gt square by ut. Now next tan theta is equals to gt by 2u. So t is equals to 2u by g tan theta. X is equals to ut, that is equals to 2u square by g tan theta. So therefore r is equals to 2u square by g tan theta into secant theta. This is the maximum horizontal distance. R is equals to 2u square by g tan theta into secant theta. Okay. Now projectile motion on an inclined plane. Let us discuss. Let a particle be projected up with a speed u from an inclined plane which makes an angle alpha with the horizontal velocity of projection makes an angle theta with the inclined plane. So we have taken reference x-axis in the direction of plane and hence the component of initial velocity parallel and perpendicular to the plane are equal to u cos theta and u sin theta. Now next, see this picture. Here a body is projected with velocity u and here perpendicular components and parallel components. See here parallel components of initial velocity, that is equals to perpendicular component of its initial velocity. So perpendicular velocity, that is component of velocity, is u sin theta. So the component of g along the plane is g sin alpha and perpendicular to the plane is g cos alpha as shown in the figure. So here this is divided into two components. One is along the plane, the other is perpendicular to the plane. Along the plane g sin alpha, this is along the plane g sin alpha, and another component is perpendicular to the plane, that is g cos alpha. Now see this parallel component is minus g sin alpha and perpendicular is g cos alpha. So therefore the particle decelerates at a rate of g sin alpha as it moves from O to P. So that's why negative direction. Now we'll discuss time of flight. So we know for oblique projectile motion t is equals to 2u sin theta by g. So what is t? T is equals to 2u sin theta by g, time of flight. Or we can say that t is equals to 2u by a, perpendicular components. So therefore time of flight on an inclined plane t is equals to 2u sin theta by g cos alpha. Maximum height. Now let us discuss maximum height. We know for oblique projectile motion h is equals to u square sin square theta by 2g, or we can say that h equals to perpendicular component square and 2 perpendicular component along the y direction. So maximum height on an inclined plane h is equals to u square sin square theta by g cos alpha. So next, horizontal range. For one dimensional motion s is equals to ut plus half a t square. Horizontal range on an inclined plane r is equals to ut plus half a t square. R is equals to along the parallel component u cos theta t minus this here parallel component g sin alpha t square. So R is equals to u cos theta into t minus half g sin alpha t square. So R is equals to In the place of t, we are getting 2u sin theta by g cos alpha. So the equation becomes r is equals to u cos theta into 2u sin theta by g cos alpha minus half g sin alpha into 2u sin theta by g cos alpha. Now by solving this, r is equals to, we are getting 2u square by g into sin theta into cos theta plus alpha by cos square alpha. So maximum range occurs when theta is equals to pi by 4 minus alpha by 2. So maximum range along the inclined plane when the projectile is thrown upwards is given by maximum range or maxima is equal to u square by g into 1 plus sin alpha. So the maximum range along the inclined plane when the projectile is thrown downwards is given by maximum r or maxima is equal to u square by g into 1 minus sin alpha. First one, maximum range along the inclined plane when the projectile is thrown upwards, nothing but u square by g into 1 plus sin alpha. The maximum range along the inclined plane when the projectile is thrown downwards, nothing but u square by g into 1 minus sin alpha. Downwards minus, upwards plus. Okay. Next. Now I'll discuss MCQs. First one. The trajectory of a projectile is hyperbola, parabola, ellipse, straight line. So the trajectory of a projectile is parabola. So the second option is correct. Next one. Time of descent. T is equals to root h by g, root of h by 2g, root of 2h by g and root of h square by g. So time of descent Td is equals to root of 2h by g. So option C is correct. Thanks for watching this video.